God. My God and my Lord. Welcome to my live stream. How are you doing? How are you this morning? Good morning from this side of Africa. How are you doing? How is your location? Good morning from this side of Africa. How are you doing? How is your location? I hope you're doing real good. Welcome to my live stream. It's your girl Chinasike. Welcome to my live stream. How you doing? How is your location? What time is it in your location? Boss, agree to. Good morning, Oyisi. How you doing? Welcome to my live stream. Good morning, Oyisi. How you doing? Welcome to my live stream. How are you doing this morning? How is your location? I hope you're doing real good. What's popping in your location? Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Where are you watching from? What's happening in your location? Welcome. All right, thank you. Please double tap to like my live stream. Double tap. Double tap to like my live stream, okay? Double tap to like my live stream. Where exactly are you watching us from? How is the weather condition of the atmosphere over there? Where exactly are you watching us from? How is the weather? How is the atmosphere? How is the weather? How is the atmosphere? You are highly welcome in the building. Please double tap so that, yeah, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is a rising voice from Africa, your girl Chinana. Yeah, I want to have a little conversation with you guys this morning. I really miss you all. I really miss all my fans. I just want to have a little conversation with you guys. Thank you for connecting. How is the weather in your location? Please, if you have not liked my live stream, do well to do that, okay? If you have not liked my live stream, do well to do that, okay? Well, Benita coming. Okay. Welcome everyone to my live stream this morning. Welcome. Happy to have you in the building. Yeah. Happy to have you in the building. Talk to me. Let me know what's happening in your location, okay? Let me know what's happening in your location. Before we proceed, I want to say a huge thank you to all my fans across the globe. I really miss all of you. Fans from North America, South America, European fans, I do salute. Australian fans, Atlantica fans, African fans, I say welcome to the live stream. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yeah. Okay, what we are going to be talking today, what we are going to be discussing is actually an interesting topic that I know most of you out there will like. Let's dive into it. Welcome, thank you for joining my live stream. Where are you watching from? Thank you. Double tap to like the live. Where are you watching from? Say hi to me. I need to know your location. I really need to know who I have in the building. How is your location? What is going on? How is the weather in your location? Please double tap to like the live. Yeah. We're going to be talking about important topic like a juicy one. how to knock a tight toto. That's what we are going to be talking about. Yeah. So I know so many of you would like to know. Yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about. Please double tap to like the live. If you're interested in the topic, double tap to like the live. Let's ride, okay? Double tap. Where are you watching from? How to knock a tight tutu. How to knock tutu with tight very well. Yeah. Before we proceed, I would like to know where you're watching from. I would like to know who I have in the building. Welcome. Welcome to my live stream, okay? So there are women that have this type of toto that is very, very tight. For those of you who might who did not know what I mean by toto, that is the hole in between our legs where we actually, enjoy our partner from. Please, my program is for adults. In case my program is for adults, my program is for married couples, my program is for any adult in a relationship. So I want to talk about how to actually nag or enjoy, have intimacy time with anybody who have it tight in between her legs. Yeah, as you all know, there are men who naturally have tiny stuff. I love you. I love that. I want to hear it. Thank you. Please, others, double tap to like my live stream if you have not actually done that. Okay, let's do this. There are a category of women who have tight tutu, whose hole is very, very tight. Yes. And most of them are actually gifts. They are natural. That is how God creates them. Just the same way some guys have tiny joystick. Some guys have tiny joystick, very tiny, even there are the ones that are as small as cigarettes and other tiny stuff. Everybody's size is not the same. Same thing applicable to female gender. Every joystick is not the same. Same thing applicable to total size. Some are very deep, some are shallow, some are wide. Wide, there are the ones that are tight. So this category of women have this tight shape of toto. There are category of women who have it because that is their nature. Yes. Another set or category of women who have this tight toto are freshers. Freshers, people who are new in the game, people who are doing it for the very first time, people who are just starting to, they are just new, they are beginners. They have not carried too many joysticks inside their hole. Their hole is still very, very tight, not that wide. There is other set or category of women whose toto is very tight. Excuse me. Simply because they are reserved, they don't do it on a regular. They don't do it on a regular. Yeah. This set of people, it does not mean that maybe they are beginners. It might be as a result of them not being with their loved one, maybe for a long period of time. For instance, those women who are in abstinence with their partner, whose partner might be abroad-based, diaspora-based, maybe simply because they have not done it for months, for years, that place, the elastic will start to compress, like coming together once again. That is why in one of our video we actually mentioned that if you want to know how a cheating woman, and you know you have not been touching her for a long while, the hold can actually be a sign or a proof, because when a woman is not actually doing that for a long period of time, it will definitely close back a little, not being that wide. It will not be the same. Like, it's, even if it's going to tighten up, it's not going to be as safe or the way it was when the person was a virgin. It's not also going to be as wide as someone who is doing it on a regular. So this is it. And there is another category of women whose toto is actually tight as a result of them working down below. They have worked on it, because out there are a lot of tighteners, a lot of toto tighteners, a lot of organic products or some chemical stuff that can tighten up the PCOS hole. Okay, so those ladies wey sabi, especially those ones who are doing a lot of transaction in there, they know, or they normally do those stuff in order to tighten it, because we female gender, we actually know that tight ones are the ones that is most wanted, is actually sweet, and in as much as they are transacting with that place, they want to make it tight in order for them to, satisfy their clients. Okay, but these things, those people, when you meet those people, there is also how you're going to differentiate theirs from someone who naturally have a tight V. Okay, so when those people who worked on their V or their hold to be tight, when actually you knock them, when you carry them, you not go for the first round, you will find out that the second round, when you finish, must have finished going for the first round. Before you go for the second round, you find out that the thing will show its real self, because those things that they apply there will not hold it for a long period of time. Okay, in as much as you're actually inserting or using your joystick down there. So that is how you're gonna know. Then let's talk about what things you have to consider before you knock this woman, in as much as you have observed that the total mouth is very, very tight. Yes, for you to actually enjoy the pleasure and for her to also enjoy herself, because one thing about intimacy or good and quality intimacy time is when you do it well, the both gender will actually enjoy themselves. Excuse me. So any intimacy time without satisfaction from the both side, you know that is improper. The equation is not well balanced. Okay. So for you to balance the equation, make the moment enjoyable and memorable. You want her to be happy, you want her to be satisfied, you don't want to satisfy yourself alone. Because one thing about style tutu, you as a main gender, whenever you meet that type of tutu, you will be rest assured that you are going to enjoy yourself. Yes, you're going to really enjoy it. But for you to help this other person, your partner, to enjoy it, you have to put a lot of things into consideration. In order for you not to hurt her, in order for you not to mess up the fun time, in order for you not to make her pass through a whole lot of pain. Okay? So you have to consider doing these things we are going to mention on this video. Yes, my king. These are minor things that you need to know, but some of you or most of you are actually neglecting it, and you thereby put your partner in pain or through the knacking stage, or you make her not enjoying or get to her Jerusalem ground, not hitting the orgasm. And if a woman did not actually pour her water, you have not done a good job. You have not done a good job. It's obvious. Okay. So for you to achieve this massa, you have to consider one, ensuring that you pleasure, like you actually stimulate her body in such a way that she pour out water, she gets wet before you think of digging that hole. Yes, it's that wetness that is actually going to help that menstruation to actually be smooth, to go freely, to sharpen the move. You get that? So you really need to consider making her inner chamber to be wet. And we have a whole lot of video that will educate you on how to make the ikusu to be wet, dripping, to pump up that water from her inner chamber. If you know how to handle a woman, even during foreplay, she can actually vomit this water. You can make her pump up this water from the borehole. Like you can be that sumo that will pump out that water from the inner pipe, and then she will release that drawing ocrolistic water water that is actually drawing like okra water. She will pump it out from her hole, and when the woman's hole is wet, my brother, you are really going to enjoy anything you're doing in there. Okay, so let's get into it. Make sure you pump out that water, you make her hole to be wet before you dig it. Okay, yeah, as we are discussing, if you actually have a question, feel free. Here is actually how we roll, that you can actually bring in your question, your suggestion, your objection as the lecture or conversation is going on, to actually make it interactive and interesting one. So feel free to ask any question even as I'm talking, or bring any suggestion, objection, and sharing your idea. So if you actually have had experience with this type of people that have it very tight in between their legs, so you can actually tell us why the lecture is going on, and then share your experience. Okay, so number one thing to consider, like I said, ensure that you make her wet. All right, another thing you have to consider you have to consider entering pattern. The entering pattern you're going to use in this type of woman to enter, to penetrate her, is actually something you need to be systematical about, be intentional about. You have to strategize it. You have to know what to do. You don't have to handle her the same way you will handle someone that will have a wider hole. Okay, so you try to consider your entering pattern. Which entering pattern am I going to use to suit the hole? Okay, so consider the entering pattern because not all entry pattern will still put her in the mood. No matter how much you have put her on a pig, her body is ready to accept your joystick. There is entry pattern that you use that will turn her off instantly. Okay, master. So you have to put entry pattern into consideration. That's number 2 tips I want to drop for you. Then tip number 3, you have to consider the knacking pattern you're going to use. Not all knacking pattern or knacking style will actually suit this pattern or this category of women we are talking about. Yeah, there are styles that is unacceptable, that she cannot handle. When you try it out, you will rather turn her off. Okay, yeah, example of those knacking style that is not going to be acceptable to a woman. For those of you who will leave their woman for a long period of time, you just came back, you just want to start stumbling her, you just want to start giving her crazy styles, just want to start rough handling her, please take it a little bit calm, slow. Yeah, you start slow before you start from the down, the lowest side before you go to the top. So that is how it is, that is how it works. So you have to do this. The knacking pattern you should not handle, try out. One of those knacking pattern is doggy. Don't try to give her doggy. Don't. Doggy, is one of the knacking style that promotes deeper penny. You get that? And that is going to be painful, obviously. It's going to pain her like mad. And you don't want to injure or put her through all those painful moments. That is not what you need, okay? It's something that need both of you to enjoy, not going through pain. So don't try to give her doggy. Yeah, because that place is actually very fragile, very intense. Like, yeah, that place can, if you try to give her something or start up with something like jogging, you end up making her pass through pain. You may end up maybe giving her a cut in there, which is not going to be pleasant. Okay, yeah. Another style that you shouldn't try with such a woman is cowgirl. Whether cowgirl, normal cowgirl style, the one that you both face each other, or the reverse cowgirl, the one that she will back you up and be on top. Yeah, I hope my wisdom kings in the building, you all know what we mean by cowgirl style, doggy style. If there's anybody here in the building who don't understand this knacking pattern, you can actually let us know so we can throw more light on the meaning of doggy, cowgirl style, reverse cowgirl. Okay, yeah. There is also another part of missionary. Missionary is a particular style that is, oh, missionary style is actually one in a million because you can do anything if you know how to spice things up. When you are doing missionary, you can do any style. You can actually do a whole lot of, if you want to be crazy, if you want to do fun, like, you can do a whole lot in missionary. So this missionary, she can take in missionary, but not all type of missionary. Okay, so missionary is part of those style you shouldn't give, but only if you know how to do. If you want to be champ, you can give missionary style. You can't come and start giving her that missionary style that you spread the whole, open up the whole Bible to the 2 pages, and then you are in between and you are firing back to back. That type is actually going to be painful. Sometimes you also hang up some legs at the shoulder. Yeah, this one you can actually do it too, but there is the type you will hang at the shoulder and you stand at a distance and you're delivering. That one can also be painful. Let me go straight to the other knacking style that you can actually use for this gender, for this category of woman, for her to actually enjoy the moment with you. Number one style that you can use to actually make her happy is spooning style. Spooning style. I hope you all know what is spooning style. If you don't know what is spooning style, you can actually let me know at the comment section, so I'll enlighten you all on what I mean by spooning style. Yeah. Spooning style. Spooning style, okay, is that style that the woman will actually lie, the man will lie behind her back while she's lying one-sided like this, and you are entering from the back, like this. Yeah, and you both are doing the thing like you're not doing it. This one, when you lie like that and the woman lie like that and you cover yourself with duvet, someone might not even know that you are doing anything, because you both are lying side by side, maybe cuddling each other. We might think you are just doing cuddling when you're already riding. That is number one style that woman can take. Okay? Another style that is going to be okay for her is man on top. Man on top, which is part of what is it called? Missionary style. It's part of missionary style. When your queen is actually lying down flat and you are the center to deliver, you are just in between to deliver. You allowing her to relax her body while you, as a king, is at the center of it all, looking for the place. Do you know why this is acceptable? Because it gives you access to look at her facial expression for you to know when you dig wrongly. Because when you dig wrongly, it's actually going to show in her face. She will not have option than to react towards the pains she's feeling, and you are going to be able to detect it easily. And this style actually give you as a king access to look at the hole. You can actually view it because it's facing you, so as for you to discover the exact place where the hole is, the mouth of the hole, you are seeing it. You are not like digging by the side of the hole or trying to, you are going to go direct to position your thing in the right place. That is one good thing about this missionary style. This missionary style, like I explained, is not the one you try to tear the whole legs apart. No, just the normal one that she can just, keep her leg straight, sometimes even flat and covered when you have started riding on her, yeah. But you, as a champ, you know what you are in there to do. Now, I remember we firstly said you should consider your entry pattern. Let's talk about entry pattern that is going to be okay for her, even as you want to discharge your duty. Yeah, like I said, you will discover, or you can set sight the hole to know exactly how you're going to do your placing your joystick inside her honey pot. You should know that. Okay, so when you are doing this, you have positioned the joystick at the appropriate hole position. Okay, please and please, master, you don't have to go very fast. It's slow and steady. Slow and steady. Do you know why fast movement or increase in your speed limit is not acceptable here? Because it's going to really pain her. Remember, it's a tight tutu you are knocking, not a wide hole. Okay, when you position, you go in slowly, and that is number one thing you should know, or number one thing you should do immediately you position, or after positioning hair and positioning your walking tools. Okay, going slowly. Another thing you have to pay attention to is how you trust it in. Yes, listen, this is actually different from when you are trusting in on someone who have a very wide hole. See, if you're if you are into construction, you can bear me witness that nails are of different type, and the pattern or process of thrusting the nail into a substance to hold it together is actually different. Yeah, I know we have straight nails, those ones that are smooth, those ones that are smooth, concrete nails, those ones that the body is smooth. Yeah, I know we have that type of nail. And we have a screw nail, those ones that have rings all over it, we have that type of nail as well. Okay, so the way you actually put in or use or how will I attach this nail or force this nail into the wood or whatever you want to use it to hold together is actually different. When you want to use a straight nail, you use hammer, right, to hit it, and you place it straight, you go straight forward to hit it, ba 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 ba, and the thing in there, zrim 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 zrim. That is straight nail for you. And this is actually how you can knock a woman with wide hole. Okay, like a carpenter, you place your nail and you hit the hammer on top straight without even like here. You're free to do that, and it will be going deeper and deeper and deeper. This is for those who have it wide, who is not tight, who actually appreciate deeper penny. Yeah, straight nail entering pattern is for those people. Straight nail entering pattern is for those people. And this other nail that we mentioned, screw nail, you can bear me witness that screw nail are better off done with screwdriver, right? Screwdriver. And you know that the pattern, the entering pattern is totally a different one. Yeah, at first you can position it or start it up with hammer, but for you to actually get it fixed up easily, you have to use screw to tight up. This is exactly how you're going to enter the Lamborghini mouth that is very tight. Okay, if a Lamborghini mouth is that type, a very tight one, you are not going to be hitting back on top of the hammer head. No, you're going to position this your joystick at the tip and then screw it in. You're just screwing it, round and round, leco by leco. You're going to be gentle. We said you're not going to ride on speed. You're going to be gentle, scrolling it like as if you're grinding it, and as you're doing this, and if you want her to feel on top of the world, please master, as you are grinding, as you're scrolling with your joystick, make sure you are making somebody move. Onabanye, are you actually getting what I'm saying? Make some body move, make some grinding, let it, that way. I don't want to do too much before Master YouTube will come for me. Yeah, just grind, screw it, and as you're doing it, it's going to be going in leco by leco, and she's going to be feeling it. And this thing, if you actually know how to do it, it will make her pour out more water, and it will make her get to her Jerusalem gland easily. Why? Because those body contacts, that skin to skin contact that is actually like scrolling, is going to make her feel crazy. It's gonna put her on the high. It's gonna make her want to pour. It's gonna make her want to speak different languages. It's gonna make her want to hold you. It's gonna make her want to like. He's not gonna feel alright. She's actually going to be feeling having a different feelings altogether, mixed feelings altogether. Yeah, she's going to be having that feeling of pain. Sure, it's actually sure, because body no be firewood and the place is actually tight, and maybe your ikenga is not something close to the size of the hole. Your ikenga is actually a very big and mighty one that is not close to her hole. Please, master, don't just handle her the way you handle a woman with big size of hole, a woman with whose boots have actually carried different sizes of ikenga, different sizes of joystick. No, don't treat her that way. As you're scrolling, she will surely feel pain, but this pain is also coming with sweet sensation. One, because you have actually allowed that water to drop out. She's wet and you know how to whine it. And as you're whining it, she's actually enjoying that. Okay. So it is going to be, she's going to be having some mixed feelings, which is going to make her take her to her Jerusalem ground as easy as possible. Yeah. So while scrolling, try and observe her body move. Try and observe her facial expression. Try and know if she's actually enjoying it. If you're going to increase level, even if you're going to increase your speed level, she will be the one to actually call for that. Some of them, when they want you to increase your speed level, they might start, screaming it out, telling you, oh, faster, 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 faster. Because when you start small and you actually doing it right, the level of water, the water is coming at stage by stage, and if it is increasing, she might think at a point she might feel free to take it faster, and she will tell you. If she's not that type that can be bold enough to tell you to come faster, she might use her body move to communicate this. Maybe by trying to move her body, in compliance with the move I say you should be making, you will know if she wants it faster. And then you can actually increase your speed limit leco by leco. No go dey drive her rough. No go dey do rough driving, expert riding in the body of this type of woman, until your body gets acquainted, like you both begin to match and master the entering and the sizes of your because no matter how big your odogu or ikenga is, if you continue necking that particular title, at a point that hole will get used to your size. That is normal. The hole will get used to your size, and that is it. So you don't have to start doing any rough, even if you are one of the expert riders out there. Please just start your displaying your skill at the first time. Allow her to get used to it. For those of you who just get married to someone without actually studying her body, and you find out that, oh, this hole is actually tight, no go just because tight one can actually make you as a man feel alright. You just start discharging your skills you have learned over the years on her body, because these are the things that will make some of your partners that will always scare them away to have intimacy time with you. When they know you don't know the right move, you don't know the right motion, you don't know the right speed limit to use on their Lamborghini, they might be scared of you. They will, even when they are not showing it on their face that they don't really enjoy having intimacy time with you, they might always deny you, maybe giving you unnecessary excuses why you shouldn't have your time with them. Okay, so as a man with sabi, if you figure out that the woman in your life have actually this size of of honeypot, that is very tight. Please and please watch and rewatch this stream. I also posted a video with this topic. You can download the video. Yeah, normally the video is actually going to be shorter than this long live stream. You can download the video for you to always watch in order to know what to do and how to go about it. And more videos on this topic is still coming, because we weren't able to discuss all this pattern, entering pattern, and all the things you have to avoid in that video we have already uploaded on our channel. So the vlog 2 or even 3 on how you're going to make a woman with tight to toe, how you're going to knock her and make her feel real good, it's actually going to drop soon. We are uploading more videos on the topic, and those videos are what you need for those of you who are who are going to be having opportunity to handle a fresher, someone who have not done it before, somebody who you are with. Maybe you have that such a woman in your house, in your life as a partner. Is going to actually help you to know how to dig a hole and make her feel alright, get her to orgasm, and also satisfy yourself. Because if you're not satisfying this woman, if you're only causing her pain, Masha, she's going to be denying you your conjugal rights, or be running away, or be dodging, from giving you attention. Yeah, some of you jump into conclusion that this woman don't really love knacking. See, if you think a woman don't love knacking, you're deceiving yourself, because we women, we actually love it even more than you male genders. Yeah, but when a woman start denying you, acting up like she don't like it, she don't want it, it's actually boiling or pointing hand at your knacking pattern. Maybe your knacking pattern is not suitable to her. Maybe she's not enjoying the way you are doing it, or maybe you have not mastered what she wants. And this type of woman, you would think that she don't like it. If you see, or if you give her opportunity to mingle or have someone who knows how to do, you find out that she can be very, very crazy. She can be very, very crazy. Like a man rightfully said, discussed with us some time ago, that whenever he want to knock a woman, that her woman always give excuses that she's not in the mood. She's not in the mood. Yeah, a lot of people can't come out here to tell you what they are passing through, but man, some homes are having this little issue as a problem. The man was actually saying that whenever he called on her wife, for intimacy moment, the woman will always say she's not in the mood. He will press and press and press, and when the woman finally give in to that, she is so boring. She's not reacting. She will just lie down, maybe sometimes close her eye and wait for the man to climb the mountain and deliver the duty, release the water, and calm down. She don't wet, the woman don't sweat, that he's not even sure that the woman have ever released. So this same man was sharing this thing because of the experience he had. He traveled for a long period of time, leaving this same wife of his that never reacted or reciprocated to any activities going on in the bedroom. She's always boring, like the man is playing. That the woman would just lie down there, close her eyes until he finished and calm down. Okay, he was even blaming it on the woman, like she's being so churchious and all that. But to his greatest surprise, he traveled and was communicating to the wife that he's going to come back soon, maybe during the weekend, that he's going to actually come back. And a day before he wants to come back, something happened that he lost his phone. He's already set to come back home, but something happened that he misplaced his phone. A man, when you are thinking too much, you can even, be sleeping anywhere inside what will I call it? Train. He was sleeping and his phone fell off from his pocket without him noticing it. So when he hopped down from the train, he just goes straight, walk away. When he has just walked from here to a little distance for him to check his phone, he discovered that the phone in his pocket is nowhere to be found, and this man already have packed his thing, gets set to go home, but not wanting to tell the wife it is on Friday or Saturday. He was like, this weekend expect me. So he just got to get going on his for his greatest surprise. He gets home and discovered that he was hearing noise. Because he was already there, he said, okay, let's just do the surprise thing. He was just walking towards his own apartment, and he was hearing noise directly from the bedroom where a woman is mourning. He was like, what is going on? What am I hearing? It was actually his wife mourning so loudly. That kind of mourning that you do when you don't want to care because of the intense pleasure, because you are enjoying too much. As a woman, you don't want to care, you don't want to know, you don't want to even care if neighbors are listening, if someone is at the apartment. This is exactly how the woman was mourning. And at that point, she was about coming. That's type of mourn that a woman will actually give to you when she wants to drop her organic egg water. So the woman was mourning in her loudest voices, and the man was like, no, even if something, what I'm suspecting, like what am I hearing, even if what I'm suspecting, what my mind is telling me, this is not my wife attitude. She never mourned for me. I have not experienced her mourning, not to talk of is her shouting like this. So the man was like, no, my wife don't mourn during intimacy. He said, okay, let him know who exactly. Maybe it's the wife's sister. Maybe the wife's sister is on a visit. All this university girl, you can't trust them. He was thinking that it's Ifoma maybe have had that opportunity to stay here and then invite, but how will it be my own bedroom? So he decided to pass through the window to actually be sure the noise is coming from his bedroom. Behold, that noise was actually coming from his bedroom. So he stood there for a while to be sure that he's actually hearing a noise coming from two people having nice time. So when he decided to turn around was when the thing, actually the woman has actually released. He now turned around to go meet the wife. Behold, it was actually his wife enjoying with somebody, a man with sabi naka real good. What am I trying to say? This man was saying that over the years that he had been with his wife, he had never had his wife man or shout or scream in a voice like that. The woman is always boring. So what do you think as a viewer that will make this woman behave like that? It's not as if that she don't love her husband, but for me, it's simply a clear evidence or proof that this man don't know how to enjoy her body, don't know how to make her happy. Then maybe the man is actually knocking this woman rough. And from what he was explaining, that he actually started the thing with the woman. The woman was a virgin when he married her. You get that? So what will make her do this? It's a clear proof that the man don't know how to make her. Maybe all through their stay, he is only making her pass through pain. I'm not saying that the woman on her own side, I'm not telling the story for me to start judging what she did. But the lesson line there is, this is actually intimacy time from different men. And her reaction is actually different, simply because this one is sweet and the other one no get taste. That is it. This man sabi and the other man no sabi, and that is what a lot of your women are passing through in there, but they wouldn't tell you. Okay, let's not just go into judging why this woman will bring in someone, because that's crazy, someone into her matrimonial home to have, that's something I don't want to talk about right now and right here in this video. But that alone, the way she reacts to these two different people will tell you that, oh, this one makes her happy and the other one no enjoyment, because the man was saying the way he was calling that man name, daddy, oh, hada, all this hada, higher, deeper. She was just saying naughty things that he have never heard from her before, because he really spent time there on the window to actually get his head clear, because he never expected that the wife could be that loud. So what am I saying? If you don't know how to handle your woman, it could make her not to be responding well, it could make her not to be reciprocating or reacting positively, or even giving you excuses or denying you, access to having her anytime you want to have her. So another thing, let's go back to the things or entering pattern that we're talking about. Another thing you have to do if you want to enter this type of hole is to consider entering with your cap, the upper layer of your joystick, the tip of it. This type that have ring, the type that have ring, that ring part. If you want to screw, make sure you're using this ring part to screw at the entrance, that entrance part. Use it as a screw in that place, because that cap area, those line there, actually tickle a woman's hole. It actually have a way of shifting the G-spot, which is actually located at the entrance. It's have a way of tickling it and making a woman feel so sweet. So when you want to enter, try and spend time using the tip of your ngoro to tickle the teeth, in order for actually adequate or enough to keep her wet all through the knacking time or period. Okay, so this is another thing I want you to consider doing. And don't forget, when you are actually doing all this, you are adding body movement, like I said, and you have to be vocal. If you want your woman to talk crazy, master, learn how to talk dirty too. If you want her to act crazy, like spice up the moment, you have to be on a lead. Take the lead. Yeah, you know how good it makes you feel when a woman is actually screaming your name or affirming your attitude or whatever you are offering to her, thanking you, being thankful, being appreciative. You know how it makes you feel. Give her those things you are expecting from her. When you give it back to her, trust me, she's going to reciprocate it. She don't have option than to reciprocate it. Oh my God. So take the lead. That thing you want from her, that right, that treat you want from her, are you giving it to her? That's another thing to do to spice up the moment, to make her feel real good, to make the moment a memorable, pleasurable, and intensive one. Excuse me. I hope you understand what we are saying. If there's any part of the lesson you need clarity, you can let us know. If you have a question, suggestion, if you have not liked, please double tap to like the live stream. You are free. In this channel, your opinion matters a lot. In case you're seeing my face for the very first time, is your girl African Chinana, a girl from Africa, the girl from the city of Owerri. This is a rising voice from Africa gracing your screen. Yeah, on this channel, we talk about intimacy. We talk about anything relationship. We talk about how you're going to, navigate better, in getting better, in bedmatic duty, and other, things that you need to do for your partner to be all right. Our intention to be on this platform is for you to have a healthy relationship, successful relationship, enjoyable and productive one. And that is it. So we have a whole lot of videos that will help you, know how to handle your woman, or your woman knowing how to handle you as a man too. Yeah, because we also create videos for female genders, educating them on what a man need from them or expect from them, in order to balance the equation. Because this thing we're talking about involves two people, two different genders, and if you don't really understand those things that will make you be that sweet and honey, that man be enough package for your man or be enough package for your woman, you might actually not be getting things right. And this marriage or relationship things, little mistake is enough to stain the whole things, to stain the whole enjoyment, the whole thing you have built up for the years, the whole building. It is enough to stain it. So that is why we tell you, even the commonest thing that you think we shouldn't talk about, we tell you, because it's actually need attention. You really need to know, take it serious, and master on how to do it and do it well, so that it will not be that little shit that will spoil nyash, that will spoil things for you, that will make your partner not being happy, or that will kill attraction and all that. Because when you are actually giving your partner things that is making him or her happy, it's going to build up more connection, commitment level, trust, and all that, and make the relationship to be a fun one. So I really want to know if you have learned something from this video, or if you had any experience of having intimacy time with someone who is a fresher, or who naturally have it tight, or maybe you have actually carried those low shoes low shoes that will use this and that to make that place to be tight. If you are a pro, you will know the difference, surely know the difference when you enter their Lamborghini. Because it's not going to still be the same, despite that the thing will actually look tight for the first time, even as tight as someone who have not done it before. But once you start trusting in and out in the hole, the mouth of the thing will slack and go back to its real self. Yeah, because they know swam. They know swam, so it's just all about gluing it together with this and that. So if you have had experience, share with us. Let's just learn from each other. Okay. I want to give you room to ask any question of any kind. Ask me anything you want to ask. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do me a favor, subscribe to my channel. You can share this this lecture on your status, on your stories, okay, so that it can get to other people who really want to know how to knock a tight tutu. Tight tutu is actually sweet. It's actually sweet, but some people abuse it. When you don't know how to do it, you find out having something sweet, but you're not going to be enjoying it. Okay, even if you think you are enjoying it, you will not enjoy it to the fullest. Because I think when you enjoy it to the fullest, it's when you are actually making that woman to enjoy you too, and she's giving you those positive vibes, she's giving you those energies, she's actually spicing it up, she's actually doing those sweet things that will make you enjoy it better. So for you not to be that man who have something sweet but you don't know how to use it, for you not to be that woman too. If you're a woman, you have tight tutu. If your man no sabi do am the way they sweet you, one problem my genders are having is that we always shy to talk about things in the other room. Yes, it's not everybody of my gender will have the boldness to discuss this with you, because we think it's sin, because we think we should not talk about it, because it's a crime, because hey, she has spoiled. Really? That's what you think? Talking about what you do is spoiled. Talking about what you do is sound messy. Like how? If it's messy, then why do you indulge in doing it? If it's stinking, why do you find yourself doing stinking stuff? If it's not that good for us to actually enjoy or talk about, why do you think Almighty make it available? Why do you think Almighty Himself allows us to why? Why? Ask yourself those questions. So I don't know, but this is the problem my genders are having. Even when you're not doing it right to them, they will be dying in silence. Oh God, do I use this word? They will be like, you know, they won't be free to say it out. They won't be free at all. They will be hiding it. They will be passing through the pains just on themselves. They won't tell you. They won't tell you. And even if they know all these tips, see, if a woman is watching this actually video, even if she's one of those people who is not enjoying it, that have those type, and maybe her man don't know how to do it, she cannot be free to share this to her man, maybe for her man to learn. She'll be shy. She'll be pretending. She want to answer holiness. She want to like, yeah, I don't want to, he will think I'm wild. Man, come off it. It's our reality. Me, I don't see anything bad in talking about it, learning more about it, getting better at it, because it's just something you cannot run away from doing. Unless you're in the convent, maybe you're a reverend father, you're a reverend sister. If you are that type of person, I think it's understandable for me that you don't really need this kind of thing, because you have already vouched not to do any of this because of your religious belief, your faith. Get me? But any other adult out there, you really need to know all the things and tips we are sharing on our channel, so you don't have any excuse or reason whatsoever not to click on, like, yeah, not to learn or be part of this family. Like, you really need it. Click on the subscribe button so as for you to learn those little